I guess I'm wondering if you could tell us why Toronto for this show. So it did really well in San Francisco. Are you thinking of taking it to Broadway, and what made you choose Toronto for the next run of it?
I'm happy to be honest with you about it. The end goal is not Broadway for me. I would love to do a show like this in some way on Broadway, but for me the goal was to make something that I could do for 30, 40 years that I love doing. So it's something for me that's always going to evolve. Since doing in San Francisco, I'm putting in 2 or 3 new numbers and I'm changing some things. It really is, as I said before, I wanted to have a way of being on stage and doing things I love, and it feels like a massive indulgence. It's like an 18-piece orchestra playing my favourite music. So Toronto was explained to me, and I know this because my first movie was in Toronto, and I saw a lot of theatre when I was here, and I know it's an important theatre town. So now, in terms of hierarchy, probably Broadway's it, but then Toronto's probably second, maybe Toronto, Chicago, these are the kind of very important towns. So it wasn't really an option because I got offered San Francisco first, but if San Francisco hadn't, it went a little better than I thought, San Francisco. I thought I'd be happy with 60% of a show, and I think it was closer to 80. I probably wouldn't have done Toronto unless it had been gone as well. So I think now I know it's a very sophisticated kind of theatre crowd. It's very knowledgeable. It's at the same time there is a history here of seeing things out of town. So there is a tolerance for people, or people just an innate understanding that you may be evolving something, which is what I'm doing. So that's why. And I have great memories of here. When I shot X-Men here. It's the only movie experience I've had where I've been completely anonymous, so nobody knew who I was. I was shooting a great movie, and it was the first time in my life I was getting paid like any money at all.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, I can eat at all these restaurants, and I had the time of my life. My wife and I were here. It was pre-kids as well, so it was like we had it, but it was winter, so it's kind of nice to be here in summer, and we have great memories of this town. So I'm excited to be back. All of those reasons.
Great.
Yeah.